Welcome to Deck 5 of the Voyager of the Seas in September of 2022. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick from Oakland Travel. And you see a couple of people sitting there just kind of kicking back in the chair, just enjoying the view as the ship is very slowly making its way to Aquari, Iceland. The ship was up in the Arctic Circle at the point when this video was recorded, so we're way up there. Cold conditions, 40s, upper 40s, low 50s, maybe in the temperature, maybe a little bit colder than that at times. Windy at times, as you're up in that region. Kind of mid-September, early September, so it would definitely be worse if we were later in the year going up into that same region. But still kind of chilly up on deck. So you see a guy going by there in shorts. Some people, it's not a big thing for them. Others that are not used to it, like us, we're from Florida, so we were prepared when it came to the clothing. But a nice little 14-night repositioning cruise, Copenhagen, Denmark, over to Boston, Massachusetts. This was actually at the tail end of the cruise restart for Royal Caribbean. Voyager of the Seas was the very last ship to take on passengers for the cruise restart. So in March of 2022, something like that, they restarted the ship over in Copenhagen, and the ship spent the summer over there just kind of going all through the Mediterranean. And then at the end of the summer in September here for this cruise, they were bringing it back to Boston. It spent a couple of weeks doing Canadian cruises that would go way up towards like Nova Scotia and stuff like that out of Boston. And then they moved the ship later in the fall of 2022 down to the Caribbean. And then, it started doing all the usual Caribbean stuff from there. I think I remember seeing that for 2023, they were going to take it back over in the in the spring of 23 back over to Europe. But I don't know if that ever happened. I sort of lost track of where the Voyager is because it's just, there's so many ships in the fleet to keep track of. But here you go. Got the 360 camera going. Got the wake view from deck number 5. This is about it's not the best place because if you're on deck 13 up above on the sports deck, you get a pretty good wake view from up there too. So this is the lower version of the wake view. And you see here, this is an area that most passengers, even though you can go back here, obviously most passengers don't. That's why they sort of use a little bit of a storage area here. You can technically make your way through here, but you see how narrow it is. So you're not really meant to go running or jogging through here. But we're just kind of walking around up on deck at this point, just honestly, for no particular reason, just 7 different sea days on this 14-night cruise. And so there was plenty of time to just kind of do as much or as little as you wanted. And on this particular day, I was like, oh, let's go out on deck 5 and walk around and record some 360 video. And so here you go. Yeah. Yep. Just walk all the way around.
So this does go all the way around?
Yeah, completely.
Except for the helix.
Well, but you still yeah. You're actually making a complete out around the outer of the ship.
Yeah. And that would forward go out on any outboard.
Yep. And then just keep going. Look at that, survival seats.